Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sheena again from Luna Rosu, and I hope you guys have had a great weekend last week. It was pretty crazy for me, just rushing some stuff, and I had a wedding to attend. So yeah, and excuse if you hear a bit of drilling going on in the background. I think there's a renovation going on about 2 floors down, so it's gonna be in the way. I hope not too long. I hope it just stopped for a while, so fingers crossed it doesn't, continue on throughout the whole video. So this week I have a botanical themed, I guess floral botanical themed traveler's notebook for you guys. It's just one. I just managed to create one. I will try and create 2 more eclectic ones before Friday, hopefully. Fingers crossed again on that one as well. But yeah, so this is what I came up with. The cover is pretty sort of simple, I guess, and then the back is just like that. So the front, we have a bit of fabric collaging here. There's a button here, some really pretty gold lace there, some ruffles, and then there's this charm here that just says courage, which is sort of reflective of what this month has been so far for me. So it really spoke to me to go with this journal. And then here it actually opens up like that. So this is sort of a flip out on the front page, so you can sort of do a bit of collaging on your own here if you would like to. So this is just a vintage receipt that is just adhered to the front, and then here underneath here this is separate. So this is a real vintage sort of a reward of merit kind of card. So I thought the greens here sort of really brings out the sort of the sepia tones of this front cover here. So I just tuck it in underneath here with a pin, with a clip, so that so it just gives a bit of a background to the front, and it looks like that. So when you open her up, this is the front here. It's kind of the style that I'm always going for, which is sort of a bit grungy, sort of looks like it's been torn and worn kind of. So we have a huge pocket on the front here, made out of a real vintage envelope as well. I just like the little window that sort of peeks through here. And on the inside of this one, of course, a really pretty rose postcard here, just to give life to this whole spread right there. And then on the inside of that as well, we have a vintage sort of love letter here. So this one is in English, and these 2 just tuck right in there. There we go again. Sorry guys, but I really wanted to get this video out for you guys, so hang in there guys. Alright, so on this side is a tuck spot, but I have sort of did a bit of clipping, sort of collaging going on here. And we have a real vintage photo here of 2 little girls. All these are authentically torn, so it just goes like that. And then inside here, this is like sort of a mini tuck spot right there. This is a vintage recipe, handwritten recipe, so I've just put that in there. And then that's how the pocket looks like. And on the back of that, so yes, so the fabric here isn't adhered here. I just sort of put it on here, this little thingy here, where you can do a bit of collaging or journaling here as well. And then we have a vintage check here as well. This is real as well. So so many real stuff. I love it. And yeah, so this one, once you tuck it in here, it sort of looks like the pocket has that little sari fabric trim there, which I love. And then that tucks right in there. Hold on, like so. So that's how it looks like. And then on the other side we have, so the back of this I just sort of glued on the front part of an envelope, just to give sort of the color, because I didn't really like the background on that one. So yeah, so a little grunginess happening here. A sort of a sari fabric tab up here, and all this grunginess here is authentically it is from a vintage receipt, which is so pretty. I just think it just adds character to the journal. And then on the back we have a sort of a mini tuck spot up there. It wasn't meant to be there, but I didn't want to get rid of any part of the receipt, so I just, you know, fold it into the size of the journal so you can have a little tuck spot there. And you also have, this is I think this is German, so I think it's sort of a letter-ish kind of, but it didn't come with an envelope. So again, gorgeous handwriting, the color just to sort of, yeah, just tie in everything as well. Some stamping, some little collaging going on here. And then on the back, oh, this is a page from a book of poetry, I think. It's Queen Mab. So here is also, by the way, I don't know much about Queen Mab. All I know is I remember watching, sorry, in a mini interlude, I remember watching this Hallmark movie, Merlin. I think it stars Sam Neill, and I absolutely fell in love with it when I was young watching it. They don't make movies like that that much anymore, I think. So yeah, that's when I knew about Queen Mab. So it was like sort of Merlin against Queen Mab, and you know, you have the whole King Arthur storyline plot in there. It's just really, just a really nice, really great show. So if you do manage to find that, give it a go if you love that fantasy sort of genre in movies. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite movies. Yeah, so back to this. We have a vintage postcard here as well. So this one is just a really pretty birthday wish postcard, and this is from a railroad book as well. So it's naturally aged as well, so I love it. And basically clipped on the back, which sort of came out when I opened that, is a mini envelope here, so you can, you know, stash away some pretty stickers or mini journaling if you want. So you put that in there. That is also made from a vintage railroad ephemera booklet. I have quite a few, so I'm trying to use up the pages where I can. Blank space for journaling right there. And then we have a huge pocket here. Did a bit of collaging just to make it look old, so that's where you tuck something in there. And then this is of course the beautiful Edith Holden book page. Some little twine up there, and then here is a what you call this again, leisure, so really pretty there. And then this is sort of one of my favorite pages from this journal. I think this one was on my Instagram. I think I put this on my Instagram, which is, I fell in love with it. So this pocket here is just made from an old religious sort of book. I just love the beautiful illustration here, so I just, you know, fold it and then just sewn it in, so you can see it's not folded, you know, it's not perfect, so I just like that grungy feel to it. And then we have a stamp sort of leaflet right here. So again, oh, I just love how grungy it looks, so I just had to put that in because of the red that sort of corresponds with the red at the bottom, which is on the next page. I did a bit of digital stamping as well this time around. This is from the Graphics Fairy, so I just love the lush red. And then you might see this little transparent strip down here. It's it came off an old envelope that I had. It just says, you know, that opened by the postal service, so I guess when they did, you know, that sort of screening and whatnot. So I just thought it sort of gives that nice look to the page, just to, yeah, so that vintage look, I guess. What is what I'm trying to say. Fabric on the top as well. And then here is a sort of a clip on, so this full page here, sorry, let me just, oopsie, you saw this next page, but okay, here we go. So this one here is a sort of a separate page on its own. This is also from the Graphics Fairy, if I'm not mistaken. So the majority of the images I found I have used in this journal is from the Old Design Shop and the Graphics Fairy. Love both sides. So I did a little collaging on the side here so that when you fold it, it looks like that. I've just distressed the edges on this one. And then this gorgeous end paper is definitely from the Graphics Fairy. So it just flips out like that. You have plenty of room to journal in. And on the back, just now you saw, is this gorgeous little vintage postcard right here. I just thought, you know, she looks like a fairy in the garden, and you know, you have the little, what do you call that, a cherub, something like that. So yeah, so very pretty. And coincidentally, there's a fairy on this page as well. So you have this little dangly thingy right there, which I love. It's so pretty, adorable. So yeah, fabric collaging basically. This gorgeous background, I love. I wanted to do something to it, but I figured, you know, you could just get creative with it. I just decided to leave this up to you guys, or whoever who's gonna own this journal. A lot of journaling spaces once again, and this is from a vintage children's magazine. I think it's called We something magazine, I forgot, but I love the illustration and the little quote here that basically just says, the more you give, the more you have. That's the law of the flowers and of life too. So very appropriate for this theme. So I love that. And then we also have, again, lots of space to journal in. And we have reached the centerfold. So this is also from the Graphics Fairy. Hold on. So here I did a bit of collaging with this gorgeous sari trim right there. You can see a bit of lace and then some real nice gold buttons. This is a pocket right there. So I just put this little vintage postcard in here, and then you can flip her open like so. So you could have this whole space. You could journal around the flowers, which I love. Initially I wanted to just glue this down and make this into a tuck spot right there, but I realized I really wanted you guys to have this spot right there. Imagine all that beautiful handwriting here. Ah, it's pretty. So yeah, so really pocket here, and then on the other side I just extended the paper that I used, and then this is where I made into an actual tuck spot that adheres to the page. So inside here we have some printed ephemera seed packets, so you can journal on the back of that one. And then I have a really adorable scout card right there, and then 2 authentic vintage tickets. So these 3 sort of tuck behind this little tuck spot right there. Again, made out of a folded book page. So I love that when you fold, you know, you can see this little grungy, edgy paper that sort of sticks out of the page. So my little raggedy ends, and then we have just a button and some collaging going on there. So I love that, really love that. The other side of that magazine as well, so this just flips open like so. More journaling pages, and then this is a pocket made out of vintage envelopes, so you can put something in there. And then this side is another side tuck spot, so you can put something in here. And then you also have this little charm here, which is of a flower bud, I think. So yeah, and then on the bottom right here, this is a vintage tag that I just glued on here. So I thought that gave it a kind of a cute, because this was a bit too dark, so I wanted something to, you know, brighten up this book here. So inside is just some grunginess paper. You can sort of do a bit of journaling here as well if you wanted to. So yeah, so it goes like that. And then there's also a mini tuck spot on the back as well, so it goes like that. So just a really mini one, so try not to, you know, overload it if you can. And then yeah, so I really love this little mini floral tags. I absolutely love it. Again, that gorgeous end paper, so you can do your own collaging here. Some fabric tabs on the top, and then another digital stamp. I did a bit of collaging here as well. So this is from a watercolor book page, and then this is from the leisure paper as well. So the back is empty, so that's room for you to journal in. And then here I've just attached a part of a vintage greeting card that's sort of not written on, just a beautiful flower here that you can journal all around. Edith Holden, of course. More traveling and more journaling space. And then here we've got another side tuck spot here. This is a floral book plate. I think this might be, yeah, it's either from Graphics Fairy or the Old Design Shop. Just a bit of fabric here just to brighten up the page. We've got a vintage postcard right there, so that tucks in there. And also I have included a French envelope, and also a letter right here. So this is from the 1900s, so really pretty. And I don't know if you can tell, but the background is, it sort of has this I wouldn't say embossed, but the embeds of the page. So I thought that was really pretty. Can't really see it that well, but you will in person, I promise you. So that tucks in there, right? And then that's the other side of that railroad book page. And then on this side is something a bit different that I did. So once you open this clip out, I've just used one of those, I forgot what you call this, but it's just that green string that binds everything together. So it opens up like that. The back is glued down to here, but you have all these pages of botanical scans. These are from some really old vintage postcards. I couldn't bear to use the real thing, but I just printed them on leisure paper, so you have some lined pages that you can use on the back. Yeah, so if you wanted to, you know, sort of add stuff in here, you can just, you know, open it up and then just punch the holes in your journaling pages, and then just, you know, put it in here. So yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool to do, I think. So yeah, I like that. So it's something different. It's the first time I'm doing this actually. So I hope you guys like it. The other side of that German sort of a letter thingy, and then again, this is the gorgeous receipt right there. So the back has more room to journal in as well. As you can tell, I just folded it in. So this is, I guess, a flip out. And then almost to the end, this is a huge tuck spot right there, like so. I put in a bit of gorgeous sari, some red, some green, some golds, and then I just did a wax seal halfway on top of the fabric. So I thought that was so pretty. The colors went so well together, and also included a vintage photo right there of a really cute couple taking photos outside their house. So that was really cute. And then on the last page, I made a tuck spot here as well. So when you open this clip out, again, grungy edges right there. This is the vintage postcard at the end, green, just to sort of tie both the black and the last page together. And then we have a railroad ticket right there, a weekly pass, so that's authentic as well. And then some buttons, some little bit of fabric there. And then this one actually opens up like so. So you can do a bit of journaling here as well if you wanted to. I just put in some lined paper as well, and then it just folds like that. So as you can tell, it's supposed to look grungy like that. And yeah, so guys, that is the botanical themed junk journal that I have finally completed. It was supposed to be done last week. Really, I'm really sorry guys, but life sort of caught up. So yeah, so this is it. Probably by the time this gets uploaded onto YouTube, you'll find the link to purchase down below. So I hope to get a video up by Friday, maybe Thursday if I get one of the journals done today. So yeah, so I hope you guys are having a really great day so far. It's been slightly gloomy here, and I'm not really complaining. It's rather cooling. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video guys. Bye, and thanks for watching. See ya. Oh, and also don't forget to join my giveaway. I'll link it somewhere here, I guess. So it ends on Monday my time, so I guess Tuesday your time. So, or was it Sunday or Monday? Yeah, but basically it ends the end of this month. So don't forget to join. The giveaway details, everything is in that video. So yeah, hope to see you soon guys. Bye.